Dear Xi Jinping,
Barack Obama,
Dilma Rousseff,
Susilo Bambang Yudhoyono,
Vladimir Putin,
Manmohan Singh,
Angela Merkel,
Stephen Harper,
Abdullah bin Abdulaziz Al Saud,
David Cameron,
Enrique Peña Nieto,
Rex Tillerson,
Peter Vasser,
Bob Dudley,
John Watson,
Ryan Lance,
Christophe de Margerie,
Maria das Graças Silva Foster,
Paolo Scaroni,
Vajit Alekperov,
Bill Klesse,
Dear Peter Horrocks,
Brian Williams,
Ben Sherwood,
Jeff Fager,
Gary Nell,
Gerard Baker,
David Calloway,
Roger Ailes,
Jill Abramson,
Jeff Zucker,
Dear Carlos Slim,
Bill Gates,
Amancio Ortega,
Warren Buffett,
Larry Ellison,
Charles Koch,
David Koch,
Li Ka-shing,
Lillian Bettencourt.
Bernard Arnault.
This letter is addressed to you
Because you are influential,
you have children.
and you are not taking sufficient action on climate change.
climate change has presented all of us with an enormous moral challenge.
but the level of our personal responsibility
is commensurate with the sphere of our influence.
You have the resources to make a huge impact.
and nothing less than a huge impact will be able to change the course we're on.
the rest of us,
The rest of us,
The rest of us.
The rest of us can only hope.
to influence you.
This letter is not going to make the case for the reality of climate change.
Whatever you might say in public,
You clearly accept its reality.
Your governments,
organizations,
And companies
are already strategizing around how to cope with it.
The purpose of this letter is to
Express moral outrage.
generations before you faced challenges similar
in scale and moral weight.
fascism,
Genocide.
epidemics,
Inequality.
They are rightly remembered.
For bravely confronting
the quandaries history presented to them.
unlike them,
but you dally in the face of this challenge.
And so, unlike them,
You'll be remembered as the generation
Who knew better?
but did nothing.
out of selfish short-sightedness.
whether or not your place in history matters to you,
You have children.
you have children.
Some of you even have grandchildren.
They're the ones you love most dearly in this life.
And they stand to suffer terribly.
from the effects of climate change.
yet you are effectively doing nothing.
Doing nothing to avert it.
the only reasonable explanation for your inaction is that you assume
You will be able to protect your children and grandchildren.
Because you're wealthy,
Or powerful.
Or both.
Unfortunately for all of us,
You are wrong.
Money and influence will not save them.
because you will have ensured the destruction of the very systems
Giving money and influence any meaning.
you have failed to prioritize
Your children's most basic needs.
Over your own profit and comfort.
by knowingly purchasing your prosperity.
Your prosperity with
With their future.
Their future.
continuing on this path guarantees them
A worse life than the one that you have enjoyed.
The increasing frequency
extreme weather events.
indicates now may be
The 11th hour for our climate.
It's clear we don't have the luxury of our usual
3 steps forward.
2 steps back approach.
To solving large problems.
Profound action must be taken.
Must be taken.
Immediate.
Immediately.
If you feel any gratitude whatsoever
For the generations before you.
And if you in any way value your children's future,
It should be clear what needs to happen.
If you are a world leader,
Make climate change legislation
your number one priority.
Tax carbon.
close your public lands,
to fossil fuel extraction.
Block any new infrastructure for the extraction
Transportation.
And burning.
of fossil fuels.
Refuse to trade with countries
doing anything less.
If you are the head of an energy company,
Stop extracting fossil fuels from the ground.
and stop selling them.
Use your vast wealth.
To develop and promote renewable sources of energy.
refuse to do business,
With companies doing anything.
Doing anything less.
If you are a member of the news media,
Start covering climate change.
Like the crisis that it is.
Make it front page news.
Make it front page news.
every day.
Keep it on everyone's radar. If you are extremely wealthy,
stop investing in companies that
extract and burn fossil fuels.
fund initiatives
that cut greenhouse gas emissions.
and foster carbon-free energy sources.
And lobby lawmakers to pass legislation.
Taxing carbon.
Insist that your peers do the same and hold them accountable.
Hold them accountable.
if they don't.
As the powerful and wealthy,
Your influence can make an enormous difference.
Probably the difference.
Probably the difference.
In halting climate change.
Act now.
Act now.
act now.
Act now.
Act now.
Stop worrying about what's possible.
Start doing what's necessary.
Earn your children's respect.
Redeem humanity.
Redeem humanity.
Sincerely,
Sincerely,
Sincerely, the supporters of the open letter.